In case you recognize any of those videos, you'd be amongst a couple 100 million people who've already seen my ads over the last couple of years. And if you did, I would actually love to know down below. But I gotta be honest though, when I started running video ads, I would have never imagined the impact that it would have on my businesses. Probably not even in my wildest dreams, yet here we are. And especially because video ads are so important going forward. Like, it's the way to run ads. And it seems that not many people know how to properly do it. That's why I want to share some tips and tricks that I've learned while spending over $3 million of my own money on video ads. And a couple of days ago, I already shared one of my 7-figure story-based ad scripts or frameworks that I highly recommend you to check out. You can literally use that framework to record your own video ad targeted towards cold audience, so people who have never heard of your business before. But obviously, not every video ad is going to be a winner. So I want to share a tactic today that's been making it way easier to create winning video ads at scale and spend less time doing it as well. And the funny thing is that I got the inspiration for this particular tactic from a place where I would never have imagined it would come from, which is Facebook. I know, right? The company that we all love so much, right? But essentially, I had a call with one of those Facebook reps, and usually they know how to sell it, but they don't know like how to actually use it. They don't know the nitty-gritty tricks of the trade, right? But cool, when I have calls with those people, sure, I want to be friendly with them. You never know why that's useful, right? So I had a call with a guy, and he was like, "Hey, you want to go over your account?" And you're like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And at that time, again, like, we were crushing it with the video ads, and at that point, I actually thought, right, like, it's because of these amazing, video ads that that's why this works, right? And then he started going over the account, and at that time, I mainly focused at like the high level KPIs, right? Like ROI, like the usual that you would actually look at, right? And the thing I never really looked at is like how long people watch my videos. So he asked like, "Hey, do you know the average watch time of your videos?" So like, "Hey, no, I actually don't know." And he said at that time, it was like, the average watch time is like 6 seconds. I'm like, wait a second. Like, all the ads are working well, they're awesome, like super profitable, and yet people on average are only watching it like for 6 seconds? That is like, again, blew my mind, right? So started diving deeper into the numbers, and it turns out that like a lot of people obviously make the decision whether to keep on watching during the first couple seconds, like 1-2 seconds, and they're out, right? Which is like common for most video ads, right? And at that time, what I was doing is like, I was creating multiple video ads, and every video ad takes time. Like, you have to record it, whether you do it like with your phone, like holding it out, doesn't matter. You still have to create it, or whether you hire someone or there's tools to do it, like there's different ways. But whatever you choose, you still have to create it, right? So obviously not every ad is going to be a winner. And I'm like, how do I turn this around? And after I had this conversation, I had the insight like, wow, like, even though like an ad can be like a couple minutes long, depending on where you are in ads, if you currently do it on TikTok, it might be like just like 30 seconds, like depending on where you run it. But like, there's a certain length to your ad, right? But the most important part, the very most important part, is literally the first 3, 4, 5 seconds. That's literally when people decide to keep on watching or not. So let me just map this out on my iPad right here. In the past, what I was doing, I was like creating a video ad, or this is like a video ad, right? And I was like, all right, it doesn't work, or maybe it does work, so I'm gonna create a new video ad, right? And I draw a line just to imagine like this is a video of like, start and end, right? And then I said every single time I was like creating a new video ad, and that takes time, takes effort. But I realized like what the main part was like that I needed to change was the first 3 to 4 seconds. So once I had that idea, once I was like, hey, what am I going to do now? Is I'm going to create the ad, right? What I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to, like, the first 3, 5, or 6 seconds, I'm going to create multiple variations of that, right? And I draw a lot of them right now, usually like 5, 6, 7 variations, right? So now all of a sudden, like, I had to just create one ad, right? And I just added different things on top of it. Sometimes I just added a different overlay on top of it, like for example a WhatsApp screen, as if it's a WhatsApp screen. Sometimes I just had certain sentences that I said like, hey, are you an advertiser? Or I would do a funny thing or whatever. I would do something to grab the attention, right? And that's the only thing I would actually test. So I would have one main ad, right? And I would just test a couple different introductions, which literally take me 3 to 5 seconds to create. That's it. I would just stitch them together, which you can even do on like your phone can even do some editing, or you can hire someone on Fiverr, or you can use something like ScreenFlow. There's different options, right? But essentially now I have like a couple extra seconds of work. I have like multiple videos that I can just run. And usually, like, again, not everyone is gonna work. Typically, if I have like 6 or 7 introductions, 1 or 2 are like the clear winners. Those are the ones that don't just like people, it's not just that people watch it longer, because that's great and all, but like cost per sale is way down. Like you would not believe the amount of impact it has. And every single time when I were to test like the ending, it doesn't matter as much. Really, people decide on the first couple of seconds. So that's really the tactic I wanted to share with you today, is that when you are going to create a video ad, right? The single most aspect of your video ad is the initial hook, the initial way to grab the attention. There's different ways how you can do that. You can do it by calling out the audience, literally telling them who they are. You can focus on the problem, right? You can focus on the solution, like what is the actual thing you provide. You can do a sketch, like make fun of something in the industry. You can jump along a current trend, something that's trending in the market, and then tag and make it relevant to your business. And there's tons of other ways you can actually do, come up with good hooks. But the hook is the most important part. And then what you do not want to do is just come up with all different kind of ads, which all take time and effort, and it just blows my mind. It's hard, right? I rather just have one ad. Again, I have a bunch of frameworks. If you missed, I shared one of them a couple days ago. I'll drop a link in the comments down below to check that video out. But like that's essentially one of my frameworks, and I just come up with a couple of different hooks, right? Like literally 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 7 seconds, and I just added in front of it, or I asked someone to edit that together, and all of a sudden I've got a series of ads that we can then test, and one of them is going to be the winner, right? And that's how we save a bunch of time. And I do this myself. Whenever I hire someone to create videos or to write a script or whatever, like they do it. Like this is one of the tricks that we do to produce way more winning ads while spending way less time and just making it way easier as well. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments. In a couple of days, I'm going to drop another video, which you do not want to miss, because I'm going to go even more in depth into how we actually make sure we continuously create winning video ads in a way that I don't think a lot of people actually do this at all. And it's going to work. It's going to make the massive difference for the rest of the year as well as next year for our businesses. And I think that video is something that you will definitely enjoy watching, as well as it will help you grow your business as well. So with that, I'll see you in the next video.